Okay, you wanna say hello to your people or no? Yeah, it's all done deal, all done deal. Yeah. So, okay. כן. אומר, ייקחו לך את כל הרווחים, אז מה עשית פה? מה? ייקחו לך את כל הרווחים, אז מה עשית פה? כל ה... כן. או 10%, אני יודע. עזוב אותך, לך תעשה שליחויות בזה, בפוסטמייט, אני לא יודע, אתה יושב כל היום בבית. לא, אני מדבר. שנקרא, אתה צריך להיות ב-real life, אתה יודע מה זה real life? כן. אבל היום קצת קר היום, לא יודע, מה נגיד לך. אתמול היה חם. ותצא, תראה איך נוח לך, ויש שמש בחוץ. לא טוב להיות בבית כל היום. כן, אבל ימים חמים תצא. לפעמים השמש שקרנית מה שנקרא, כאילו, כמו שאתה אומר, נראה השמש אבל קר. אז המספר הסודי זה 30-30. אבל אתה צריך לשים את המפתח של למעלה, כי אם תסגור למעלה ונבעד לך המפתחות, אז אין לך את השאלה למעלה, אז מה עשית פה? כן. רגע, אז הסטוריאנית יוצאת מהאוטו. כן. תוכל לפני שיתקרר האוכל. לא, היא walk by, מה שנקרא. זרוק את הזבל בחדר שלך, הלך לעשות שליחויות. גם לאו הבוכריה יש לו ילפ. תספור את $15, קחים לו $8, אז מה נשאר לו? לוקחים $30-40. מה נשאר להם? לא.
Hi, I'm Kara, and I love making love. But I hate my period. I love making love, but I hate my period.
Yeah.
I love making love,
הימים הטובים, עושים יום כספים עד עכשיו. גם עכשיו יש ימים טובים, רק מגבילים אותם, לא... כן. קאטי, ג'ון, ג'סי, עאידה. אני יודע שיש מסעדות שעושים מיליונים, קונים בתים, קונים עוד, פותחים עוד מסעדות, יש. האמת היא שיש גם אנשים שיש להם ברכה, תראה אפילו בעגלות, תראה את החלל, העגלה, תור מסביב לבלוק, העגלה לידו ממול, אין לו שום טוב. זה גם ברכה. גם ברכה, יש ברכה. גם יש בית קפה, כמו סטארבק, תורות, בית קפה לידו ריק. כן, ויותר טוב. הייתי בסטארבק, הייתי צהלל גייז. כן. Oh, this Hebrew. פיליפינן היברו. מישהו שואל איזה שפה מדברים. היבראו, היברו. אתה יודע, מישהו עשה עסק מגניב, מה העסק שלו? מתחרה ב-Airbnb, הוא אומר כושר Airbnb. אז צריך להירשם. כן, זה אומר כאילו רק ליהודים, זו שיטה טובה, לא? לבוא לך כל מיני זרים, כמו שאתה אומר. אנשים באים בשל דברים לא טוב. כן. 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 באמת, מה ביקשתי? כן, זה קטעים. On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. What is his name? It's Jazzy. Delia, you have to donate. Jazzy, you have to hit the $sign for everything. Uh-oh, just got called. מישהו התקשר לי, סטנווי, לאסוף את דניאלה. כן. צא, תעשה סיבוב, אם לא קר, לך תעשה. לא טוב לשבת בבית כל היום. אבל בכפתור האדום נתק, נכנסו דניאלה. תכין את עצמך ותחפש את הכפתור של למעלה. אתה לא נועל למעלה? המפתח של למעלה, יש לך אותו? אז תעשה העתק, לא, תעשה העתק ותשים בקופסה. אוקיי, כל טוב. הכפתור האדום לנתק. עגול אדום עם ציור של טלפון. On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. You want to see my gun too? זהבה, לא, אני רק שמתי את המסכה בשבילו בשבילו שיראה, אבל אני באוטו בסדר. כן, אז אני הולך לאסוף מישהו עכשיו. לא, יש חוק שצריך לשים מסכה כשיש לי נוסע, את יודעת. אבל כשאין נוסע אני מוציא את המסכה. Yeah, how you doing? Christian?
Yes.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, let's go. 48th Street, Astoria.
Yes. More than a few minutes into or broken. APR 57 Gallery also needs any designer jewelry such as Cartier. See on Long Island State 3, a big wreck on the southern state highway at Central Avenue lanes are blocked. Eastbound 1 lane, westbound 2 lane, full at Sunrise Highway either way. It's going to be a smarter play. Long Island Expressway, Union Street Parkway really is not that bad if it's out in either direction. The horizontal upper level looking out this road, eastbound Delta in the end up in Golden Shore, and over to Ocean Avenue. I'm Greg Wright on 10 West. This evening, Congress. James is taking Amazon to court. Houston Crystal New York has sued Amazon federal court to fail to protect workers from COVID-19. They also accused Amazon of retelling the redemption court. The raising coronavirus court case concern. The case focuses on a large Amazon warehouse on Staten Island and a delivery depot in Queens. The lawsuit comes after Amazon sued last Friday, saying the scope by the state AG overstepped its authority when it comes to regulating coronavirus safety protocols. She argues that workplace safety is a matter of federal and not state law. Moving over Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos is back on
Here is good? You have a good day. Be safe. God bless. Take care. On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. I miss you too, Miguel Gonzalez. Welcome back. Ice cream, ice cream. The next time, hit the $, Jesse shit.
Exposure to formaldehyde and benzene. They're embedded in vehicle carpets, paints, and fuels, and they're both linked to cancer and developmental defects. The researchers suggest roll them down your window. Presumably, breathing in those exhaust fumes is the lesser of the evils. Correspondent Vicki Barker reporting 28 degrees now, sunny skies, humidity 45%, wind variable at 6, gusting to 18. 28 going up to 32, the accurate real field now 11 degrees.
On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. Alexa, how you doing?
I'm feeling.
Alexa, can you make fart noise? Or fart sound? This is Astoria, Queens, baby.
Messenger audio. West side does it better. Brooklyn down Brooklyn Bridge is awful, as is westbound 139 out of the outbound Holland over to Connolly Avenue because of a crash. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 West.
Well, enjoy this day without snow because there's more snow on the way. Let's get the tails live from 90 weather meteorologist Terry Quinn-Hammer.
Yeah, more snow is on the way. The winter storm watch already in effect for Thursday morning, right through Friday afternoon, and looks like snow will get in here around 5 to 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. It becomes a little heavier and steadier. Right along the coast later in the day into tomorrow night. Temperatures tomorrow will be slowly rising.
No, snow again tomorrow. Oh no.
Messenger audio.
6 to 10 inches.
Millions remain without power elsewhere across the country, from Texas to Mississippi, from the Florida Panhandle.
Yan second, I put the headphone. Sablanut. On to the next one. On to the next one. Oh wow. Rush Limbaugh died. OMG.
More Americans than you know live their lives as conservatives in one degree or another.
He started gaining national attention in 1988 with the syndication of his radio program.
He was really the originator of much of the language and even the issues that led the conservative movement. He was pre-Fox.
The University of Virginia's Larry Sabato notes, while many conservative commentators followed, Limbaugh kept the attention of the public, averaging more than 25 million listeners a week in recent years. Another reason for his popularity, says pop culture expert Robert Thompson, Limbaugh blurred the lines between politics and entertainment.
You were never quite sure how much of it was political commentary and how much of it was a stand-up comedy act. But either way, it's often hard to quit listening to.
Trying to make the news worthwhile.
Rush Limbaugh was 70 years old. 28 degrees now, sunny skies. We're headed up to 32. We have an AccuWeather real feel of 11. Wind due time 12:45.
More reopening news from Governor Cuomo. We'll have that coming up.
Did you know just a simple act of dressing for work can make you more productive? According to a recent study by the Wall Street Journal, getting dressed for work
Poor
each morning
Ashley.
can even improve your performance. Untucked shirts are the easy way to look sharp.
Battling cancer.
Designed to be worn untucked, so you'll stay comfortable all day long. So for your next Zoom call, lose the t-shirt and wear an untucked shirt instead. It's your go-to when we start returning to all the things we've been missing. Try one today at any Untucked store or untucked.com. Untucked shirt, designed to be worn untucked.
In honor of President's Day, Dell delivers savings to help.
Took a hit to millennial, my wife Nancy.
People, we regularly evaluate earnings as we engage with and invest for clients. To learn more, our listeners
You won't have the right theory, but the biggest drinking day is St. Patrick's Day. That's the best thing to combat a couple of Guinness and a couple lagers for the next day.
No.
Guys are having a bargain, Joel chasing a leprechaun, ready to wrap it in the head and steal their pot of gold. You're saying that's the day when more people that's what you're putting forward, Bobby? 100%, because my mom is Irish and she can't cook to save her life, so we have to go to the Italians to get the real food.
I heard Rush Limbaugh, the talk show guy, passed away. Rush Limbaugh, he was a famous talk show radio. He was battling cancer. It just announced on the news that he passed away. That's what happened.
Messenger audio.
Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Anybody home? You calling, but you don't talk. How you doing?
The entire 30 years of this program.
This guy that talk on the radio now, they say he just passed away.
People so that I can effectively refute it. Examples of how they operate so that I can refute it, so that I can hopefully be persuasive with people in convincing them not to believe out of the chute everything they hear. So with me, when I say it's intelligence guided by experience, it's really it. All I needed to know, based on 30 years of watching this, Ross, and that's 80% of it. The other 20% of it was ABC. And you couple that with what I already explained, they live and breathe with this unquenchable desire to destroy Donald Trump. They wake up every day, each one of them. Every drive-by media, male and female, that you watch or read, I'm telling you, every one of them wakes up every day hoping that day is going to be the day that they or one of their colleagues find the silver bullet that's going to nail Trump. They are convinced it's there. They have become delusional. They have so immersed themselves in this lie for the last 12 months plus that they believe Trump colluded. They believe Hillary should have won. They believe the election was hacked and tampered with. They believe Trump colluded with Putin to screw Hillary out of the election. They believe it like you believe whatever you mostly believe in your life. They believe it. They don't hope it. They don't think it. They believe it. And
So when here comes a story that features something we have never heard in all of this, never did we hear that Trump as a candidate, not that word specifically was not mentioned, but the bottom line, Troy, is that I know it didn't happen. And the way I know it didn't happen is by watching the very drive-by media and the Democrat Party. If there was evidence that it happened, we would have lost.
A burrito joint, you like to see a guy who looks like a Mexican or a guy who looks like a Mexican. It's like culture. Chinese, food, sushi, right? Yeah, you like the ambiance of thinking that whoever was preparing it was of that country of origin. So that's why I believe the Albanians, the Macedonians, and all those who own all the Italian pizza parlors now will never tell you who they really are. But you want to bust all their stones? Hey, Mike, right. What's your favorite? Tommy's up there in the neck, Throg's neck, huh? It's gotta be. All right. Tommy doesn't like me. Every time I've gone in there, they put me in the back room there. What did you do? Well, it upsets the white guys. The few remaining bananas who were there. But anyway, you go to Tommy's, right? You look over and you say, hey, not for nothing, Tommy. I don't want to wait around for you. They'll be twirling the pie in the air and showing me all of your pizza calisthenics and isometrics. Just take
a long line to the food bank on the left side.
Just warm it up, put it in the box. I'll pay you full price for that. I can't do that. You know why? Because if he puts the slice pie in the box, the slice pie is too big, you can't close the box. And then you say, wait a second. Tommy, you told me if I buy a whole pie, it's more economical. It costs less. And yet, when you figure it out, per Parmesan cheese, which is really fake Parmesan cheese, per little driplet of Parmesan cheese, the better value is the slice than it is.
Better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. Wendy gonna get you.
Now I know. Yeah, see, Curtis Cleaver lets you know.
Oh, look at the train on the top.
And bust their stones, bust their chops, and demand that I'm not leaving until I get the sliced pie in the box. And then they gotta crumple it, and they gotta figure out different ways to stuff it in the box. The worst. Oh yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Thank
Come on,
you.
man. What are you doing?
Make my day, my friend. Thank you.
1-800-848-WAV.
Woohoo! Gregory Alibabko, thank you so much for your generosity.
Rush Limbaugh. Greetings to you, ladies and gentlemen, all across the entire fruited and plain today. A radio legend, author, and colleague. For years, Rush was on.
You get. The love you give, the love you get.
Got hopelessly addicted. It's not wrong with so many people. Whether they're popular, not popular, whether they're rich, whether they were poor, they develop addictions to that because why? We find to relief the pain that they have. And that's the quick path. And guess what? That leads you to Michigan in double trouble. Now there's a much longer path, but it's a safer path and will help calm down the pain, which is the result of inflammation. Because you have a father and son team, Pete Sefcow, who invest to figure out what kind of supplements causes your daily pains and strength. And they figure there are 4 pathways because your body has the ability on its own to solve pain issues. It just needs the right fuel. And that's what you get in look, 95 to WABC listeners. I'm on it. I started with a 3-week quick start program. It costs about $1 a day. It's now like the price of coffee that you might get at a diner in New Jersey. Look, you're going to like it. It's going to help you. And you may want to share it with others who are in that same situation, wanting to stamp out that information that causes their daily pain. Go to relieffactor.com. Number 4 relief, that's 800. The number 4 relief.
It's now sponsored by America's Best Contact Eyeglasses. Get 2 pairs and a free exam for just $69.95. The exam alone is worth $50. That's not just a better deal. It's America's Best. Get your exam online. today. In certain states, eye exams provided by independent. Finding great candidates for hire. Well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Investors want high cash flow with appreciation? The Federal Reserve is boosting real estate markets with super low interest rates. And where we build, it's booming. There's an old saying, don't fight the Fed with your 15-year track record. NRIA gives you steady cash flow backed by $1.2 billion of new construction development. NRIA provides reliable 10% return electronic payments monthly of passive income, tax deferred, plus upside bonuses to 21% annually as they sell out. You're inflation protected with large apartment buildings and diversified in 18 prime developments, avoiding stock market risk. Do the math with us. 201-210-2727. 201-210-2727. That's 201-210-2727. And offer to buy or sell any securities only made by a private person. Past performance may not be
Police reported ahead.
Guardian Angel Day here at WABC, announced by John Catsimatidis and his wife Margot, who have been board members of the Guardian Angels for about 20 years. Full-page ad, page 22 in today's New York Post. It's a collector's item. You got to get the hard copy. We had a press conference earlier in the day about how we're ramping up our subway patrols. Our 300 Guardian Angels in New York City are going to be patrolling in twos on the trains, moving from car to car, something the transit police no longer do. What they used to do years ago, but they no longer do it. And then we're giving out advice before that I would ever be doing in 42 years of patrolling the subways here. Having to train people what to do if they're pushed off the platform into the train.
LAMBO, the love of New York.
If you lay down flat between the two rails where the trains run, turn your head to the side, the train will pass right over you. There's enough clearance between that space called the trough.
Ricky Martin. Navita Lok.
And who in their right mind would take my advice on what to do with a subway train, and number 4 train, and number 6 express, and number 2 train would be barreling down on you because some crazy EVP has pushed you in the track, or you were passing the bag and you fell on the track, that's happened before, or you just slip and fell, and there was nobody to sue. And there were no lawyers there because they don't come running down in the track. You know, there are 9 lawyers for every 1 citizen, and they practice their martial arts. I do for every slip and fall case, but that's the one place I haven't seen the slip and fall.
Bloomingdale. This is Bloomingdale, 59th Street and 3rd Avenue. On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one.
Subway tracks at the FCA, the money-making agency, and then the Rascal Academy say, hey, pal, this food down here is bad. Find a new spot to knock a squat.
Using the left lane, make a left turn on 3rd Avenue and then merge right 1 lane.
For New York and all of America, 107.1 WLIRS.
Media figure.
What a day, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings. Great to have you with us. I am Rush Limbaugh. Only Excellence in Broadcasting Network.
Transformational for talk radio, and he was influential for the Republican Party.
His father describes his talent as being, quote, on loan from God. With his millions of fans who call themselves ditto heads cheering on, Limbaugh went after the sacred cows of liberalism, including women's rights advocates who he called Center on Peace, environmentalists who he called blackberry. Limbaugh had his own personal struggles. He lost his hair and needed surgery. He was treated for a painful addiction, and he was fired by the NSFW because of the comments he made. But for more than 2 decades, Rush Limbaugh was a leading conservative voice who helped drive the debate and shape the agenda of American politics.
To Steve Rappaport, Limbaugh received the Presidential Medal of Freedom during President Trump's last State of the Union address months ago. Trump told Fox News he spoke to him 2 days ago.
He was very, very sick, and being diagnosed with it was just something that was not going to be.
Like half an hour today after the battle of lung cancer for 7 days. Agents just deal with the last or next blast of winter. Fox's Jeff Minolta is wrong.
Buha. Abu Fafa.
A shower, and, peace and quiet, and maybe watch a little TV in Dallas where pipes are frozen solid. Still no timetable on when heat and lights will be restored statewide as power companies and politicians squabble over blame. Lisa.
Thanks, Jeff. America is listening to Fox News.
President Biden says he will defeat the NRA, and now the NRA is fighting back. All this week,
Porsche.
TV's Stinchfield
Corvette.
tells the real story about Biden and the NRA. Watch Stinchfield at 8 p.m. Eastern on Newsmax TV. It's on all major cable systems. Check your guide or call them. Tell them you want Newsmax. And download the Newsmax app on your smartphone or smart TV or watch us now. 30 million Americans watch Newsmax. You should too.
I had a full memo to eat at my wedding. It was just fabulous. Everyone was raving about the food and sending me cups.
No matter how hard you work for your small business, online reviewers will find something to complain about.
They're like, oh, Veronica, the lamb chop. Did the lamb chop fall off the counter?
And while Progressive can save you from these trolls, we can help you save money on commercial auto and business insurance.
I will not be hiring them for my next wedding.
Get a quote online today at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliated with third-party insurers.
Now what's trending on 77 WABC.radio.com. I'm Sarah Lee Kessler. New York City is halting COVID vaccine appointments.
Many as 35,000 appointments or more might not be scheduled because we don't have vaccines.
Snowstorms across the nation are being blamed for disrupting shipping. Mayor de Blasio said the city has fewer than 30,000 doses left and will run out either today or tomorrow. Governor Cuomo was just announced that camps can reopen this summer with COVID testing required in June. A Brooklyn waitress has been fired after telling her boss she was unsure about getting the COVID vaccine. Bonnie Jacobson, who works at the Red Hook Tavern, says she was nervous about getting the shot because she's trying to get pregnant. I need to talk to a doctor and to see. Jacobson says the restaurant initially told her the shot wasn't mandatory, but then fired her Monday by email. And I was just like, wow, really? Like, I just worked for you through a pandemic? So she checked with lawyers who said her firing was legal. Sports, the Mets
128 to 124, the Isles shut out the Sabres 3-zip, and the Devils beat the Rangers 5-2. Traffic and transit are next. Now your forecast from the Ramsey Monster Weather Center. 29 degrees, partly sunny, dropping to 25 tonight. Another snowstorm tomorrow. 6 to 10 inches predicted for the city. From the 77 WABC News Desk, I'm Sarah Lee Kessler.
Traffic and transit. Construction of the Prospect Bridge causing delays
Yeah, you
in both
do.
directions. We got a bumper-to-bumper flow on the northbound Clearview from Northern Boulevard right on up to the Prospect Bridge. And the Prospect out of the Prospect to Queens just crawling. Westbound LIE backing up from the Clearview out to Main Street with construction. Westbound Grand Central Parkway bumper-to-bumper from Utopia Parkway into the Q-Park interchange. There's an accident on the FDR drive. Heavy traffic southbound with an immediate down into the 30. Eastbound Staten Island Expressway, an incident right around 440 causing delays. I'm Nicholas Talk Radio 77 WABC.
Tomorrow morning at 9:35. Take news and beat Bernie. Listen to the Fearless Spoilers Beat Bernie contest. Sponsored by Fearless Spoilers and Civilian Tanker Clients. Go to fearlesssspoilers.com or civiliantankers.com for a dealer near you. Fearless Spoilers, America's best full boilers on 77 WABC.
Audio recording off.
With words from another happy payroll customer.
My husband and I started a business together, and I had no idea where to start when it came to payroll. And a friend of mine recommended Patriot, and I have not looked back since. It was extremely user-friendly. I was actually able to understand it and run everything extremely well. And anytime I had a question, they helped me so quick to answer and help me. I definitely want to anyone who's looking for payroll software that is easy to use, user-friendly, and really offers unlimited when it comes to something that's beneficial for your business.
Visit us at patriotsoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll free. That's Patriot Software. What is it that happened earlier today in Atlantic City? Along the boardwalk in AC. I'm trying to think, what was the one that he basically built from scratch? A lot of them he bought and he just rehabbed. I remember there was the Trump Taj Mahal, 2016, I think, that's become the Hard Rock. Yep. There's about 4 different Trump properties in Atlantic City. I know there was that one woman, that elderly woman who had a house there that Trump so desperately wanted to complete a capital improvement project. He tried to use his political influence with Bob the Torch Torricelli, who was his attack dog at the time, the congressman from New Jersey. He's now growing tomato plants somewhere in, I think, Monmouth County. And the woman won. She fought off that lawsuit that everyone thought that Trump, with all of his fiscal might and his phalanx of lawyers, would win, as it was fought over the right of eminent domain. And I remember, a few years ago, I saw that house was still standing on that empty lot. Now, I bet you a lot of you folks saw that too. But today there was the implosion. I don't think there's been an implosion of a hotel casino on the boardwalk of Atlantic City. I think the last one was the Sands, early 2000s. The Sands, you know, they put all the charges and then they open. And talk about pollution in the air. You know, all that smoke goes up in the sky. Where do you think it goes? You think it blew out to the ocean, or do you think it blew out to the other parts of Atlantic City that have seen their fair share of destruction over the years?
through drug dealing, arson, and all other crimes committed against humanity. And I noticed they had, Mayor Smalls there? A guy who should have been gone to jail for ballot stuffing? Oh yeah, good old-fashioned 15 times for ballot stuffing, which is a national pastime in Atlantic City by the Democrats. I don't ever think he was convicted. But he was talking about how, this is great. We're ridding the mark, the whole brand of Trump from the boardwalk in Atlantic City. That was one thing. 1-800-848-WABC. That's 1-800-848-9222.
So in Atlantic City, he had parents as well at part of the Trump Plaza. And then he also was doing the World's Fair at Trump Plaza as well, too. And then there was also Trump Castle.
Yeah, all of it eventually owned by his adversary. I remember seeing both of them schlepped into bankruptcy. Patrolling at the time. About the only building left standing, operating other than the hospital, was bankruptcy court. And it was Icahn with his lawyers and Trump with his lawyers, and they were at each other's throats. And if I remember correctly, one of the resolutions to their economic battles was he failed to be able to make one a success. So Trump failed ultimately in the long run. Icahn failed in reviving them. But I do remember the Trump Taj Mahal. There was a line of rappers out there, black rappers, who couldn't wait to have Trump in the Trump Taj Mahal in their rap videos. Every black rapper in America, they would either mention Gotti in their rap videos or they would mention Trump. Remember, it was either Gotti or Trump or Gotti. Now all of a sudden he's a racist. They have nothing to do with it. By the way, when he had the Trump Plaza, Trump Taj Mahal in the 80s, and the Trump, what was the other one? I'm trying to think of. All three of them created information on how not to pay taxes and how to skip your vendors. And they were having a great old time in Atlantic City. Naturally, Don King would rip off the boxers. He was the promoter of boxing events. Trump would host them at his hotels. And then Al Slim Shady Sharpton would be selling tickets, scalping tickets outside and keeping all the cash. Oh, yeah.
Only in America.
Our number's 1-800-848-WABC. That's 1-800-848-9222. By the way, Al Slim Shady Sharpton was doing that for the Michael Jackson Victory Tour. Remember when he rejoined Jermaine and Tito and all those? It was outside of the venues because Don King was the promoter of that rip-off event. Who was scalping tickets outside? Al, Slim Shady Sharpton, and keeping all the cash. Oh, yeah, that's when they love Trump and Trump loves them. 1-800-848-WABC. That's 1-800-848-9222. Now let's go to a guy who has decided, how am I going to get the Democrats off my jockstrap? They want investigations of me. They're calling for the Department of Justice. They're calling for special prosecutors, like in my daddy's time, Maurice Najari. Judges. They really want to impale me. They want to nail me to the cross. Don't they know that I'm Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo? That I am omnipotent. So today he tried a new strategy to ward off the attacks, not just from the Republicans where you would expect it, but from his own establishment Democrats and actually the wing he fears the most. AOC, all out crazy, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and the Democrat Socialists of America.
Donald Trump started. That is true. Fox News, New York Post, Tom Reed, Stephanic, or this is the Republicans. They understand the March 25th order was wrong. They want to say the 25th order brought COVID, is how COVID went into the nursing. Now, they coincidentally leave out that the March 25th order was done.
He figures when everything else fails, one thing the Democrats will rally around the Cuomo Plaza on is that he wants everything on time. I feel assassin. He looks at
you got to do is say Trump, and immediately they'll go from happy face. You'll turn that smile upside down. It'll be a frown. Our number is 1-800-848-WABC. That's 1-800-848-9222. And remember, today has been declared Guardian Angel Day as we celebrate our 42nd anniversary. What a press conference we had earlier today right outside of the number 6 train before we went down into the belly of the beast and began patrolling in our 2-person patrols while teaching people what to do into the track. This is like... Oh, really? You people know this? I either go into the tracks because I'm passing the ball or some station will push you into the tracks and they'll show you what to do. And I'm coming it's ready to obliterate you and send you into the hereafter, you know, the tuck and roll or what I call the hit the deck strategy. Anyway, let's go to the phones because you are my co-host. This is a show that takes more talk radio calls than any other in the nation. And we're going to keep it that way. 1-800-848-9222. Let's go to Steve in Yonkers. Your turn to be heard here at WABC, Steve.
Curtis, I know you moved on from the last segment, but the pizza, my father-in-law used to own a pizzeria in the Bronx. The pie that they keep under the counter is referred to as a house pie. Most pizzerias, if you call it a house pie, most pizzerias won't charge you extra for it. Some do. Just an FYI.
No, that's brilliant. The house pie. Now, what happens when all of a sudden they put cauliflower on a house pie so they put some on it?
They'll charge you $40. So, but what else, regular house pie, it shouldn't be on extra cost.
How long is your father-in-law own this pizzeria?
I believe that's selling the bank.
Did he ever have AOC, all-out crazy Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez come in for a slice and a Diet Coke?
Definitely not. She wouldn't have been served.
By the way, she was never there.
I know all about it.
It's 40 years ago, Steve. I walked into a pizzeria, and I said to the guy behind the counter, hey, I want cauliflower on a slice, or broccoli, or asparagus chips, or guacamole. They would have said, get the hell out of here. They would have been like Bachigaloof, remember, in the Abbott and Costello. They would have picked up the cash register, thrown it at me, and tell me, your money is not good here. Get the hell out of here.
Yep. Times have changed. Now you can get anything out of pizza.
Oh, not only that, I have to be charged you like there's no tomorrow for.
Oh, I know.
That's right.
Stuff is incredible.
$16.50. And look at these kids as a millennial who wait 2 hours online and they say, you trust. Very good, Steve. Excellent observation. If you can see, make sure I get Steve's, as a raconteur of all being wrong, I want that cut. Because I got to talk to a Weisenheimer whose name is Johnny Legit. I'll be with Johnny Legit tonight. Got a lot of business to discuss. And one of it is about the house pie, the slice pie, and the box pie, the differentiations of that. Let's go to Leo, who's calling from New Jersey. Your turn to be heard here at WABC, Leo.
First of all, I want to say Mazel Tov. Keep it up and stay in our business. Mazel Tov on your big day today. I want to tell you that 31 years and 9 months ago, I conceived my son Jonathan. I was married at the time. I'm now a divorcee. Three other couples from college that we all converted there at Trump Plaza in April to have some fun with the college roommates.
Okay, but you were
in the good old days.
Right.
I'm a black guy.
Right, but they were like 7 years at the time. Why did you choose that? All the casinos you were on, put them on to
That's where they decided to stay. 3 couples. more with Vegas in terms of thinking a lot for Atlantic. So even before they had the broadcast, I used to go to conventions there because I was in the gift business. It was my first trade show was in the age of convention before they got blackjack.
I gotta tell you, Leah, I'm yet again an infamous person. Now, we walked into the first house. I forget what business we were doing, something like that. And if you look at the mark,
Well, it's good for you?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Have a good day. On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one.
Oh boy. Talk about playing roulette. What are your choices? You go the old traditional route and have surgery. Dr. Gil Lieberman is saying, don't do that. There's an alternative way. He does not believe in surgery as chemotherapy, although there are a lot of doctors who would say, oh no, that's what you got to do to get rid of cancer. But I will tell you this, it could be creating double trouble for us. Double trouble, and you don't want to go there. More open. A method in which you can actually have your cancer care delivered to a non-invasive stereotactic body radio surgery.
Tsunami.
And then you never go to a hospital, there's no cutting, bleeding, anesthesia,
On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. מה ביקשתי? QS Basic Cooking and Life, welcome back. Benjamin, Jaggy, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Dave, Gomez, Hugo, Lamborghini driver. Bababoo, bababooey. Bababooey, bababooey. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one.
How you doing? You ready to trunk? I'm gonna put your stuff to the side, okay?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
put the okay. You want this in the back seat? Where do you want this?
Head northwest on West 59th Street toward 12th Avenue.
All right, thank you.
You have
Bye-bye,
more,
see you soon.
you have more place if you want to sit here.
Okay.
That's the
I'm
business
just gonna need
section.
help when we arrive.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Because
Yeah.
I'm handicapped.
Yeah, sure, sure. Okay, let's go to East 115, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
Good, good, thank you. It's sunny, but it's still cold.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. You see, I have a brother in Israel. He has a wheelchair.
אתה מדבר עברית.
כן, משלם מדבר עברית. So he told me, he tired to push
אתה
with
יכול
it.
לדבר בעברית.
הוא אמר לי שקשה לו לדחוף עם הידיים. So I bought, you know...
זה מצוין הדבר הזה, מצוין.
Yeah, but I got the idea, you know, I have the scooter two-wheel, you know, that the kids use with the battery, electric one.
כן.
So I have this idea, I'm gonna go to Israel and I find a way to connect it to the wheelchair. This way you just put,
כן, נכון.
you don't have to, you know.
אז יש כמה מודלים כבר בשוק. יש את המודל שלי, יש אפילו מודל אחד תוצרת ישראל, שהוא גם די טוב, אבל הוא קצת יותר כבד משלי. המודל הישראלי הוא קצת יותר נוח לרכב עליו, אבל הוא יותר כבד והוא לא כל כך קומפקטי.
כן, איזה עברית יפה יש לך.
תודה רבה.
אני פה כבר הרבה זמן, כבר יש לי אקסן וזה, אבל מה שרציתי להגיד, כל המודלים הם יקרים וכבדים. החיבור של הקורקינט לעגלה זה קליפס אחד, וזה זול, עלה לי $500. זה זול, אפשר לקפל את זה, לשים את זה במזוודה.
מעולה.
אז זה התוכנית. אני אראה לך תמונה וקליפ, אתה תראה איזה יופי. אז אני מקווה שהוא ישמע. אני רוצה לנסוע עכשיו, אבל יש בעיות עם האיירפורט ואיירליין.
בכלל הנתב"ג היה סגור?
גם עכשיו, כן, זה רק למקרים חריגים.
ואתה מגיע לשם, ישימו אותך במלונית ל10 ימים?
לשבועיים, כן.
שבועיים.
משהו. בלגן יש עכשיו. 115.
לקבל חיסון.
כן? אתה מאמין בזה? זה טוב? יש כאלה הרבה אומרים שיש תופעות לוואי וזה.
כן, יש תופעות לוואי, אבל זה הרבה פחות גרוע מהמחלה עצמה.
כן. אומרים המחלה היא רק שפעת, שלא צריך להיות יותר מדי מבועלים על זה וזה. אבל...
לאנשים בריאים אז הסיכון הוא נמוך, אבל אני נכה, ואם אני אחטוף קורונה, זה יכול להרוג אותי.
אני גם הציעו לי בתור נהג, אמרו לי, אתה בפייר אותי, אתה יכול לבוא למטרופוליטן, כל מקום, רק תראה את התעודה שלך, יעשו לך את זה במקום.
כדאי לך.
אבל אני לא יודע, אני אמרתי לאשתי, יש אומרים משפט, אם in it broke, no need to fix.
כן.
אז אני מחכה שנה, שנתיים, נראה איך יהיו אנשים אחרים תופעות לוואי, ואז נחליט. למרות שעוד מעט אתה יודע מה עושים, אומרים, אם לא תעשה את זה, לא תטוס, לא תעבוד,
כן.
לא זה כבר ההגבלות האלה שיהיה לך לא ברירה, אתה מבין? יגבילו אותך. נחכה.
בשבילי זה יהיה החיסון השני עכשיו.
כן? עשית את הראשון כבר?
הראשון לפני חודש.
כמה זמן צריך לחכות? חודש?
תלוי איזה חברה. אני עושה חיסון של מודרנה. מודרנה צריך לחכות 4 שבועות.
חודש.
החברה השנייה, פייזר, צריך לחכות רק 3 שבועות.
יש חברה...
אני שמעתי שבישראל פייזר יותר פופולרי.
אני שמעתי שיש חברה אחת שאמרו רק זריקה אחת מספיק.
כן, נכון. זה ג'ונסון אנד ג'ונסון.
איך זה יש לך ככה עברית יפה?
אני נולדתי בארץ.
ואתה הרבה זמן פה?
הרבה זמן, כן.
אבל שמרת על העברית שלך יפה.
תודה.
איזה יופי לדבר עברית פעם בכמה זמן.
אני כבר כמעט 40 שנה פה.
כן, גם אני, כי אני באתי לפה מ-87.
אני ב-85.
הזמן עף פה.
כן.
הזמן עף. אבל חיים טובים בניו יורק יחסית לארץ. אנשים, שמתי לב, חיים הרבה יותר זמן פה מארץ, כי אין להם כל כך את הסטרס, ואת השמש החזקה, ואת המזג האוויר. אז זה יותר רגוע פה. אבנר, גם לא קוראים יוסף, איזה קטעים. מה שקרה, הוא הזניח את הרגל שלו, היה לו קצת, לא יודע מה, אתה יודע, איך זה מתחיל ממוגלה, משהו מזניח. ואז הרופאים אמרו לו, חייב להוריד את הרגל, אם לא יהיה יותר רציני. ואומרים, כמו שאתה אומר, כל דבר קטן צריך לטפל מיד, לפני שיהיה מאוחר.
לפני שנה?
שנתיים.
מעל הדרך או מתחת לדרך?
קצת מתחת, כן.
מתחת, בסדר, אוקיי, זה יותר בסדר.
הוא יכול לשים קביים, הציעו לו מכונית, אבל אין לו מכונית, אין לו רישיון נהיגה. אז הוא אמר, לקח את האוטו והביא לאחותי שתיקח אותו לכל מיני מקומות. בממשלה מציעים אוטו לנכים, עוזרים לנכים, אתה יודע. אם אפשר לשאול למה אתה צריך את העגלה או משהו?
אני?
כן.
כן, יש לי מחלת שרירים דיכאונית.
זה נקרא MS או משהו? MS?
לא, MD.
MD.
Muscular dystrophy. אז אני כבר קשה לי ללכת. אני משתמש בזה.
הכי חשוב הבריאות כמו שאומרים, כן. שמעתי עכשיו בחדשות, ראש לימבו נפטר.
נכון, ממש עכשיו.
כן, כן, היה בחור טוב. הוא היה לו קנסר או משהו.
כן, ולארי קינג נפטר לא מזמן.
שבוע שעבר, כן.
זה כל הדור הזה של השחקנים.
טוב, זה גם הגיל, הם עשו את שלהם.
ברברה וולטרס תחיה עוד לפחות 50 שנה.
כן, היא עוד חיה? כן.
ברברה וולטרס תקבע עוד.
היא עוד חיה או עוד לא?
אני חושב שכן, אני לא בטוח, לא? אולי לא.
אני לא יודע, אולי כן. אבל לא שומעים ממנו. זה של ישראלי העסק הזה, שאם אתה צריך מכונית, רנטל קאר. פעם הזכרתי ממנו. אתה גם נוהג מכונית, לא?
כן.
יש לך אוטו פה?
יש לי אוטו, יש לי הונדה. אבל בגלל החיסון אני לא רציתי, העדפתי לא לנהוג לשם.
כן, כי אולי תהיה דיזי או משהו.
כן.
ומה אתה מתעסק עכשיו?
אני עובד בחברת השקעות.
אז when I get my first million, you...
מה?
When I get my first million, you manage my millions.
Absolutely.
Sound good to you?
It will be my honor.
Sound good to me. הכי טוב זה להיות שמח בחלקך.
כן.
זה הכי טוב.
אני נתקל בהרבה אנשים עשירים בעסק שלי, והם לא כאלה מבסוטים.
הם לא, זה משהו מוזר. אין לי כלום, ואני שמח עם אשתי. יש לנו עכשיו ילדה בת 2.
יפה.
אז לא צריך כלום, ברוך השם. מסתדרים יופי, גרים בצ'לסי, או אוכלים, עובדים, מטיילים, כל וויקנד הולכים פה, הולכים שם. זה מספיק.
איך קוראים לה?
לאישה קוראים מרים ולילדה כוכבה.
כוכבה.
השם העברית, אבל באנגלית איה.
איה?
כן. בגלל שצריך לשים עליה עין כל הזמן. אז היא חמודה בת 2.
איזה יופי.
מתחילה לדבר עכשיו, לרוץ, להשתולל.
כל הכבוד.
אני מאבד משקל לרוץ אחריה כל הזמן.
היא מחזיקה אותך צעירה.
כן, כן.
יש לך גם ילדים גדולים?
לא, זה האישה פלייט, כמו שנקרא.
יפה מאוד.
אבל זה מתנה מהשם, מתי שהשם מביא.
מזל טוב, כל הכבוד.
זה אני מרגיש כמו סלברטי עכשיו, כל הסקנים של הליווד, 70, בני 70 עם תינוק ביד.
כל הכבוד.
ואיזה דוגמנית לידם. בן זה לא משנה איזה גיל, הוא תמיד יכול להביא ילדים, אבל אישה, 30, 35 זה כבר בעיות. עכשיו יש מקרה, יש מלצרית עכשיו, שהבעל הבית ביקש ממנה להתחסן, אז היא אומרת לו שהיא מנסה להיכנס להיריון, ואמרו לה שהחיסונים זה בעיה עם ההיריון, אז הוא פיטר אותה.
מה אתה אומר?
אז היא תובעת את המסעדה, כי היא אומרת, במצב שלה היא לא יכולה להתחסן, כי היא מאוד רוצה קודם כל שיהיה לה ילד, לא יודע, ואומרים שזה פוגע בפוריות. אז זה גם קונפליט, אתה מבין?
כן. אז אתם מנסים עכשיו שיהיה עוד ילד?
לא, אני רוצה, אבל היא אומרת, אין לנו 2 bedroom, אין לנו 3 bedroom, זה בולשיט. אמרת לה, 1 bedroom, זה good. אמא שלי היה לה 5 ילדים בדירה אחת, אז מה זה?
ילדים זה שמחה.
מה זה משנה כמה bedroom יש לך? נראה, היא צעירה, אני מרגיש כאילו יש לי 2 ילדים בבית, היא בת 29, אז זה כאילו כבר יש לי 2 ילדים.
איפה פגשת אותה?
היא פיליפינית.
איזה יופי.
כן, מהאינטרנט.
מה? מהאינטרנט?
כן. אתה מכיר את השיר, יש אחד שר שאמת הגל, אתה מכיר את השיר הזה, אמת הגל? זה הבחור הזה מאנגליה ששר את זה. אמת הגל. בכל מקרה, כן, הכרנו מהאינטרנט, פייסבוק. זוקרברג זה השטחן הכי גדול עכשיו.
אולי גם אני צריך.
כן, אולי נסדר לך איזה אחת מהאחיות שלה.
אני גרוש. אשתי ואני התגרשנו ב-2008.
יש ילדים?
ומאז יצאתי עם איזה מישהי ב5 שנים ונפרדנו. ואחרי זה יצאתי עם עוד מישהי וזה, אבל אני מתחיל להרגיש שאני לא מצליח בזה.
בוא אני אגיד לך מה הסוד. הסוד הוא בחורה מפיליפין. הפיליפיניות, יש להם סבלנות, יש להם אהבה, הם לא אכפת להם איך אתה נראה, כמה כסף אתה עושה, אתה רק מביא להם קצת אהבה, הם מחזירים לך אהבה. אשתי פיליפינית, ממש אין... זה הדרך ללכת, כי הם עם כזה מחונך, כמו בשנות ה-50, all about love. עכשיו האמריקאיות, הישראליות, הן כל כך חומרניות, הן כל כך... על הלוק, על הכסף וזה וזה. אבל הם, אני בן 57, היא בת 29, היא לא אכפת לה מכלום. The love you give, the love you get. אז תנסה את הסטייל הזה, כי זה הקולצ'ר שם, אתה מבין? לפעמים זה הקולצ'ר של האנשים.
אני ממש מקנא.
אני אומר לך, התאילנדיות, הפיליפיניות, שאתה מביא אותם fresh pineapple from your country, you might be, the lucky one. Even if you work for 5-10 years, then maybe she gets sick of you, tired of you, you just get a new one.
איך האנגלית שלה?
יותר טובה ממני.
מה אתה אומר?
She don't even have accent.
מה אתה אומר?
כן. אני גם הייתי כמוך, היא נסעו לאמריקאית, לברזילאית, too much headache, too much drama. I used to tell them, keep the drama for your mama. But this one, everything, no problem. Not just me, there's a lot of couple like that. There's even a TV show, Getting Married in 30 Days, about American elderly.
בשביל הוויזה.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, Getting American, something I heard, TV show, documentary, Getting Married in 30 Days, how elderly American hook up with young Filipina. And it's like handshake hand, like you want the company, the friendship, and she want to get out of there.
Yeah.
So it's like, in a way, handshake hand.
Yeah. Wow.
And she don't have any money. She don't ask any money because I don't have any money. So it's not true that people say, oh, marry you because of money, because I'm just a simple guy and it's just fine. But in any case, it's good to be cautious, not to tell them everything, or put aside, or you know what I mean?
מתי התחתנת איתה?
Oh, like 6 years ago.
מתי?
About לפני 6 שנים. Yeah,
בגלל זה אתה כל כך אופטימי ומאושר.
כן, לא, אני תמיד ככה, אבל אני תמיד... קניתי משהו מאמזון, זה מי שלובש משקפיים, אני לא יודע אם יש לך משקפיים, זה נקרא אנטי-פאג. אתה יודע, בגלל המסכה שאנחנו נושמים, אז הפאג בא לפה. אז אני
באמת זה עושה לי פאג במשקפי שמש שלי.
כן, אז אני אראה לך את זה אחר כך. אמזון, זה נקרא אנטי-פאג, spray. It's like $5, but you put it on the glasses and it's like magic. No matter how much you do that and nothing happens.
מדהים איך שהם ממציאים כאלה דברים.
כן, מאוד, כל הכבוד. אני עכשיו, זה בא לי לזה, אני אחליף לכמה שניות את זה. אתה רואה, אני שם פה כזה, ככה, מחכה כמה שניות, זה אובזרב בזה, וכמה שתעשה, לא יהיה כלום.
ואז אתה צריך לנגב את זה או שזה מתעדה?
זה מתעדה בעצמו, אבל אני מנגב קצת. ראית את האקדח שלי? זה של הילדה בת 2, גם יש פעמון. אייסקרים.
בטח מדברת, נכון? ילדה חברותית?
כן, אבל אמרו לי, דבר איתה עברית.
אבל אז אשתך לא תבין, נכון?
האישה מדברת איתה פיליפינית.
מה אתה אומר?
אז אני לא מבין. לא, האמת היא שהיא הרוב אנגלית, אבל אנחנו צריכים גם איכשהו לשלב את השפה שלי ושלה גם. האישה אומרת, מה הטעם לדבר איתה, ללמד אותה פיליפינית או עברית, היא באמריקה, אבל ילדים הם כל כך קולטים מהר את כל השפות, יש להם במוח הרבה מקום אני רואה ילדים מדברים 3 שפות.
כן. כדאי.
הם גודלים עם זה, כן.
שני ילדים. אחד קטן.
זה...
בן 4.
welcome. נו, אז...
תמיד רציתי ילדה.
כן, אז יאללה. אולי זה תהיה הבחורה הפיליפינית.
כן, זה מה ש...
ויהיה לך גם ילדים יפים, כי הקומביניישן זה exotic, make them exotic. You see, I don't know if you see picture. Make them look like exotic.
יש לך תמונה. איזה מתוקה.
כן, אז היופי של הישראלים, של הפיליפינית, זה עושה exotic culture.
ילדה מתוקה.
כן, נכון. כן,
אני מאוד אוהב ילדים.
כן, זה שמחה, זה... יש לי ישראלית אחת מהארץ שבת 40, כל כך מתה לעשות ילד, אז היא אומרת, תמצא לי גבר, תמצא לי. אבל עכשיו בגלל הגיל שלה היא אומרת שהיא תצטרך לעשות את ה-IVF וזה.
כן.
קוראים לה מירב, אולי maybe I hook you up with her. היא מוכנה לבוא לפה, היא תעשה הכל.
היא בישראל?
היא בישראל. אני אראה לך את הפרופיל שלה, אולי תסתדר איתה.
אוקיי.
היא כל כך, היא so desperate.
היא נחמדה?
היא מאוד נחמדה, ממש תיאורה כזאת. היא הייתה פה לפני חודשיים, חזרה לארץ.
היא הייתה פה?
הייתה פה בביקור, כן.
בביקור.
והיא כל כך הצטערה שחזרה לארץ, כי פה יש לה יותר אפשרויות, והיא רוצה לחזור שוב, והיא לא יודעת מה לעשות. אין עבודה, אין כסף. אמרתי לה, תמצאי מישהו והכל יהיה בסדר.
Estimated time in traffic, 7 minutes.
מקווה שהיא תסתדר. האמת היא שהרבה אמריקאות פה, אתה יודע, אחרי קריירה וזהו.
יש רמקול של הרדיו.
נסגור, כן. סגרתי. האמת היא שהרבה אמריקאות, אתה יודע, מחכות לקריירה, ואז בגיל 40 עושות, אז הן עושות את זה דרך IVF, אבל הן מסתדרות איכשהו.
כן.
זה קצת הסיכויים נמוך, אבל
כן.
מסתדר.
טוב, היא יכולה להקפיא ביציות עכשיו. אם מקפיאים ביציות מופרות, אז זה יותר טוב, אבל גם ביציות לא מופרות הם יכולים להקפיא.
והיא לא עשתה את זה, היא לא ידעה.
בסדר, עכשיו זה הזמן. כל יום שעובר, הסיכויים שלה יורדים, אז כדאי כבר עכשיו להקפיא את הביציות.
אז היא רוצה לעשות את זה.
עכשיו, זה עולה קצת כסף.
כן, זה העניין שעולה כסף.
בסדר, אבל
היא פקידה במשרד עורך דין בתל אביב, אבל היא רוצה לבוא לפה.
מה היא עושה שם?
פקידה במשרד של...
היא פקידה, אוקיי.
כן. I'll show you a profile, you can contact her. You have Facebook too?
וואלה, זה יהיה ממש קטע מהסרטים,
כן.
פתאום, אתה יודע, זה יסתדר.
כן. יהיה לך גם מישהי משלנו, מה שנקרא.
כן. תראה, האמא של הבן הקטן שלי היא ישראלית. והיא עושה לי כאלה צרות, יואו.
כן, זה משהו.
הורגת אותי.
זה מעניין שהן נחמדות בהתחלה. הנה, אם אתה רוצה לעשות סקרינשאט, יש לך טלפון, לא? תעשה צילום מסך.
כן, אוקיי.
ואז תשלח לה מסאג' וזה. תגיד לה מאבנר.
מאבנר, אוקיי.
איזה טלפון? יש לך אייפון?
כן. אוקיי, צילמתי.
כן. אפשר לנסות.
כן.
איך אומרים? לא תעיז, לא תתיז.
נכון.
בכל מקרה, אולי תשמש לך לבייביסיטר, מנקה חינם, בייביסיטר חינם, כי היום להחזיק בייביסיטר זה הרבה כסף. אתה מביא אותה כאילו חברה, אבל הדרך היא תנקה לך, תשמור לך. אני לא יודע אם הילדים אצלך או אצל האישה, אבל בכל מקרה. בסקמר, מתקשרים. Hello? Hello?
Hi, sir. You called me before, you tell me you have assurance or something else. I don't know, you don't have any assurance.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe wrong number. I don't know. Wrong number. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, because you give me my name.
I don't know. I'll talk to you later. I'm with the passenger.
Yeah, you call Atif Mesdi. This is my name. My name.
Yeah, I don't. Who is this? I don't know. I don't know. So block the number, block the phone number. I don't know who is this. Yeah, thank you. You have to watch out. A lot of scammers call you every day. You know?
Yeah, terrible.
They ask for credit information, ask for change this, change that. I don't like to talk to these people.
These are my two kids.
Oh.
The big one and the little one.
Oh, wow. Beautiful, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
One big happy family. Yeah, I want at least one more, I think. It's...
Yeah.
Somebody say, you know, pick kids like if you have two hands, you need to have two kids. And somebody else say, family like a table, you need four kids. Like 4 legs, 4 tables.
Yeah, 4 is a lot. But 2, 3, I think is the...
Manageable, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I tease my wife. I told her, if you give me a hard time about a kid, I will have a love child. She said, do whatever you want. I love child on the side. But those 2 kids, they're from the same mom?
Mine?
Yeah.
No, they're from 2 different moms. So the old one is from my ex-wife, and the young one is from a girlfriend that I dated very briefly, and it didn't work out. And at the time we broke up, neither one of us knew that she was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
And she kept the pregnancy and gave birth, named the child, gave birth. All that without telling me.
Oh, really?
And then eventually she told me, and I love him. He's with me half the time.
She did the right thing. I'm so against abortion. Abortion is killing, you know. No matter what. You know, Justin Bieber, he's a product of rape, and his mother keep it, and she showed to the world, no matter what happened, keep it. Because, you know, it's life, you know.
Yeah.
And they very advocate, Justin Bieber and his mom, about this, what you call it, life, to keep life, you know. Choice, what they call it.
He was such a talented young kid. He played all these instruments and everything, and then when he became a teenager, he went all crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
They rebel.
Yeah. They still talented. They have a lot of fans.
Yeah.
You see this cart on the left? I got one of these. We go to the beach, we go shopping. You can fold it, put in your car. It's really good. It's very popular.
Yeah. Yeah, it folds very small, right?
Yeah, and even the kid can sit inside.
Huh. Yeah, it's nice that the handle is high enough that you don't have to crouch to...
Yeah, it's popular. Maybe soon they make electric one like this. Oh, you go to Metropolitan? Somebody recommend me to go to Metropolitan.
למוזיאון?
No. The Metropolitan Hospital. My friend, she just did the vaccine. She did in Metropolitan, so she asked me to go there to do it. She said 1, 2, 3, no line, you know.
אני עושה חיסון בהרלם אקשן הלף סנטר. זה המקום היחידי שמצאתי בו תור.
זה בסדר, אוקיי. עשית סרצ'.
אתה אספת אותי ליד הבית.
כן, כן. אתה רואה, יוסי, אתה מסוג האנשים, כשאתה מדבר עברית, אז זה רק עברית צחה. אני במצב שלי, כשאני מדבר עברית, אבל לפעמים אני כבר שוכח עברית, יש לי בעיה, אז אני מטבל באנגלית.
כן.
יש לי חבר גם כמוך, הוא ארכיטקט בניו יורק, הוא איזה 50-60 שנה פה, אבל הוא ממש רק עברית צחה נקייה כשהוא מדבר. אני לא יודע איך אתם עושים את זה, זה משהו מיוחד לאנשים מיוחדים. אתה מבין שאחרים מטבלים את השפה, נכון? אבל אתה ממש נקי כמוהו כזה.
אני משתדל, כן.
ולמרות שאתה הרבה שנים כבר פה וזה.
אבל אתה יודע, מדי פעם אני עוד קורא קצת ספרים בעברית.
כן, עכשיו כל מיני קבוצות וזה. כל הכבוד, כל הכבוד.
זה נחמד לי לדבר.
אני עכשיו מנסה להוציא לבת שלי תעודת זהות בקונסוליה הישראלית. הם אומרים, אין בעיה, כי אז היא לא תצטרך ויזה, לא יתייחסו אליה כמו ויזה, אתה מבין? אבל קצת עושים לי בעיות, רוצים תעודת אבהות, תעודת נישואין, הרבה הוכחות.
והם בטח צריכים
אפוסטיל. אני אספתי את כל המסמכים. עכשיו הם אומרים לי, טוב, תביא צילום של הגרושות. הייתי נשוי פעמיים, אני כבר לא בקשר איתם. חיפשתי, מצאתי משהו. אמרתי להם, מה זה irrelevant צילום של הגרושות? רוצים צילומים של חוזה, שכר דירה עם האישה הנוכחית, כאילו 300 ימים לפני כן, אחרי כן. אנשים לא כל כך שומרים טקס ריטרן, חושי בחוזה של הליס, שאנחנו עדיין גרים ביחד, וזה כל כך בירוקרטיה, אלוהים ישמור. כבר שנתיים אני במסע הלוך חזור איתם, אני לא מבין מה כל
אז התחלת את זה ממש אחרי שהיה נדע?
כן, אמרת, בא לי הרעיון, אולי אני אסע איתה לארץ, מה אני צריך כל פעם לבקש ויזה? היא זכאית לתעודת זהות ישראלית.
הבן הבכור שלי הוא, בעצם שני הבנים, הם לא אזרחי ישראל, הם רק אזרחים אמריקאים.
נכון, אבל בגלל שאתה אבא ישראלי, הם זכאים לתעודת זהות.
כן, אבל הבן הבכור שלי כבר היה הרבה פעמים איתי בארץ, לפחות 5 פעמים.
כן, אין בעיה.
לא עושים בעיות.
לא עושים.
הוא נכנס לדרכון האמריקאי שלו.
כן, נכון, אבל...
אבל הוא תמיד בא איתי.
כן.
הוא אף פעם לא נסע לבד.
כן, אבל למה לא? שיהיה. אני רוצה להתיישב קצת בארץ, ביקורים, משהו. זה לא מפריע. אני גם יש לי איזשהו נכס בארץ באיזשהו שלב, אני אעביר לה אותו, אתה מבין? אז יהיה לה יותר קל, אתה יודע.
כן.
אתה הולך להיות שם כמה זמן, כן. זה לא ראונד טריפ, one way.
כן.
אחר כך תיקח.
זה יכול לקחת כמה זמן.
כן.
זה יכול לקחת איזה שעה וחצי.
כן.
אבל תשמע, בואו נחליף טלפונים.
כן, בוא אני אגיד לך משהו, בקשר, זה בסדר שהזמנת אותי, אבל יש עוד אפשרות שנקרא וייב. וייב זה כמו קצת מיני-ון כזה, אתה רק שם את זה מאחורה, יש יותר מקום, אתה מבין? אני אראה לך את זה באפליקציה. זה כמו מיני-ון, זה עולה $2 או יותר, אבל זה כמו SUV ענק. זה לא בלק, אבל זה בין, אתה יודע.
כן.
זה נקרא וייב, like WAV, לא יודע למה בדיוק, אבל זה... אם אתה רוצה שלא להתעסק יותר מדי, לפרק את הקדילק וזה, אתה יודע.
לפרק את הקדילק.
כן, וגם תבוא עם הילד לפליידייט, אנחנו גרים בצ'לסי.
כן.
יש לנו גג יפה שאפשר לראות את כל מנהטן מהגג שלנו.
לא, תגיד לי מה
אני אתן לך את הכרטיס ביקור.
מה הטלפון? אוקיי.
כרטיס ביקור, כן.
כן, תן לי את הכרטיס, אז אני אשלח לך...
כן, טקסט.
בכרטיס יש את הטלפון שלך?
כן, יש הכל.
אוקיי, יופי. אז אני אשלח לך הודעה.
כן, בוא נראה איזה...
בזמן שאני אשב שם לחכות.
158, אולי זה... הנה, כתוב this way, אבל יש לך גם בטח מקום מקום, מה שנקרא.
אבנר, ממש תענוג
כן, זה משהו.
לדבר איתך.
זה מפגש משמיים, כמו שאומרים.
אתה בן אדם מאוד מעניין.
כן, זה משך הזמן לומדים, אבל אני אסתכל כרטיס, אני אביא לך. גם יבוא יעזור לך מאחורה.
לא, אבל בוא קודם תיתן לי את הכרטיס, כי אנחנו נעמוד שם בקור.
כן, אז בוא גם נעשה...
או שאתה יכול פשוט, אנחנו יכולים סתם, אני יכול לשלוח לך...
כן, הנה, אני גם...
SMS עכשיו.
כן. בסדר. רק שנייה. גם תעשה צילום מסך רגע.
לא, אני כבר... מה המספר שלך?
הנה, תסתכל. תעשה גם צילום מסך וגם מספר. המספר זה 646.
רק שנייה. אז בוא נשלח קודם את טקסט.
כן.
646.
240.
240.
9945.
9945, אוקיי. מה השם המשפחה שלך?
הלאה.
איך?
הלאה, ה' למד א' ה'. כן.
H-A-L-E-A-H?
כן.
אוקיי, שלחתי לך רגע הודעה, שנייה תן לי לצלם את זה, רק רגע. שנייה, זה אני, רק רגע.
Yeah, but don't call too late, the Filipina lady is very jealous.
אוקיי, צילמתי.
יופי. עכשיו אני אעזור לך עם הקדילק. אתה היית פה לפני כן?
כן, כי זה החיסון השני שלי.
לא, הכוונה שפה זה יש כניסה
יש רמפה.
זה הרמפה מפה או מהצד השני?
לא, בצד השני, אבל זה בסדר. ברגע שאנחנו נרכיב את זה, אז אני בשנייה...
כן, אוקיי, אין בעיה, אוקיי. שיהיה לך מקום פה. אתה יכול לעלות כאן? אוקיי, כל טוב. ג'וזף, שלנו. On to the next one.
Of Red Apple Media. They took out a full-page ad in the New York Post, page 22. You should get it. It's a keeper. It's a collector's item in the hard copy, and dedicated so much of the program to us talking about the Guardian Angels. In fact, at the end of this segment, we will do fact or fiction, and the question is, what was the subway patrol that preceded the Guardian Angels that I had formed at first as sort of the litmus test for what was to become the global effort known as the Guardian Angels? Don't answer now, but if you can't answer, you will win a Curtis Sliwa booby prize here at WABC. Don't ask, don't tell. We throw nickels around like manhole covers, but you will receive a Curtis Sliwa WABC hat that you can rock in your neighborhood, your suburb, your rural area. And unlike a MAGA hat, it probably will not cause you to be the object of an attack. Might actually ward off an attack if the thugs and thugettes prey upon you. But now I want to go on memory lane. This is your life, Curtis Sliwa. And back when I was first coming up to the Bronx on a regular basis from Brooklyn, I was introduced by the general manager
on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one.
Who had run a diner. He had been from College Point. He couldn't wait to get the hell out of the store there. It was so out of control. And the guy he would leave it in charge with was Don King, who was like a trainer of managers. He knew everything about the business. And he told me how to survive. And he's on the line right now. Don, I appreciate you calling in today on our Guardian Angel anniversary show.
Hey, Curtis. It's funny you mentioned Marvin. I remember him always staying in the grill area because he would hide behind all the tables so he was protected from the crowds in front. So,
give him an idea, Don, what it was like trying to manage McDonald's back in the mid-'70s, late '70s.
You gotta imagine that, and the sad part is the city's really heading back in that direction. The '70s was like a war zone. I grew up in a project. I was actually a gang member. I was in the Savage Skulls. We had, in the projects I grew up in, we had the Savage Skulls, Savage Nomads, the Black State, the 70 Mortals, and that was just the local gangs that were around. I remember we used to tell the crew people when they got hired at the store not to wear any jewelry, because if you got off the bus wearing jewelry, they'd rip it right off, and you don't wear any rings, because they'd pull your finger off to get the ring. So it was definitely a crazy time. I remember just as you were starting, when Bernard Baby was one of the guards that was killed in the store on Corner Road. And if you remember, he just got so many break-ins in the store, they actually got guard dogs up on the roof. So they steel-plated part of the roof on Corner Road.
Now, Don, for our audience, describe what were your feelings when all of a sudden you were being asked to train this white guy from Brooklyn coming up on the number 2 train, the Beast, and the number 4 train, the Muggers Express?
I remember when I first met you, I thought you were crazy.
Can I get one more for my friend? You have avocado too?
You shouldn't be able to. You shouldn't be
Thank you. God bless. Thank you. Every day you do this service?
No, only today, but usually Saturday.
Oh, thank you. Goodbye.
How you kind of defend yourself and protect yourself and stuff, and some of the things that I used to keep behind the counter to make sure I kept the crowds on one side and stuff. You have to think back then. We had 3 weeks of golf play. You remember that? Yeah. Where the garbage was piling up on sides and stuff, and then even the sanitation people that you called to come and pick up the garbage to go outside to look at the rat feed and all the garbage and stuff. It was just a crazy time. I remember we used to stand on Saturday afternoon. We stand on milk plates in the dining room, so there was 13 registers, and they were packed 7 deep, 12 deep. We stand at each end of the lobby pointing out the pickpockets and telling the customers, hey, watch that one over there. That's a pickpocket. Watch that one over there. That's another pickpocket. So it was definitely crazy. And I was just surprised that you came, actually, that you came back.
Well, you know, I marveled, you had more weapons behind that grill up on the warmers than they had in the nearby Kingsbridge Armory for the National Guard.
Yeah, that was true. We had crazy people coming out. You remember we used to take the garbage that was in the basement. We were contracted to shoot after we contacted at night. And, 2 o'clock in the morning, we're opening the doors of the store to throw the garbage out. We're throwing out
On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one.
They would want to look at the garbage and stuff. We had people shoot at us there. Because they didn't like the Big Mac, they'd come back and shoot at us because we didn't give them another one after they ate most of the Big Mac and stuff.
Well, remember, that was my calling card. They figured, because I was a white guy, they could just do the rope-a-dope for me.
Kurdistan.
They would eat 7/8 of the Big Mac and then come back and
Where's Wendy?
here in my Mac, I want another Mac.
Wendy.
And I would say to them, what do you think, I'm a stupid white boy? Hell no. And we have a fight over a Big Mac.
Oh, unbelievable. You'd have a fight over everything. You know that. And, we were lucky. We had some good people that fought with us and stayed by our side as opposed to leaving us out to the wolves alone and stuff.
In fact, that was the predecessor, in fact, to the movie that was made, We're Fighting Back. It was on CBS, about to start.
On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one.
Tell the audience, what were your thoughts when I urged you to come join me on the train as I would sit there with a boom box reading the New York
Boom, boom box. Boom. Boom, boom, Gia. Boom, boom, boom box. This is the stiff, very stiff. Stiff hit. Up on a hit. Up on a hit. Up all night.
I'm going to get back to some of the bad stuff that I've done growing up and stuff, and it just worked out to be a wonderful fun of growing over the years, and I've taught so many people advocacy. I've done these people in class with the guardian angels, and the guardian angels out there that are doing the job that volunteer to do the job every day. It was incredible. So a lot of these folks would have wound up in gangs. That's what they thought gangs were taking over us. Because we didn't have anything good to go to and to join.
No, it does, man. Everything people were joining. The Chinese American community honored us at the start of the Lunar New Year in Confucius Plaza in Chinatown on Saturday. You and Tony and you and there were 2 others, the youth boys. But actually, 4 Asians were part of the first group of 13. It just happened to be balanced, black, white, Hispanic, Asian. And the Asian community will never forget that 4 of their own were the first members of that subway safety patrol that everyone thought would last all of 6 days before we'd all be sitting triple for ourselves. Well, like you said, I'll never imagine that it would gone this far from days of watching you sit there, sometimes with a little vinyl, like those little vinyl
if they were bad on their own and stuff, and they would start flocking to you like a piece of meat and stuff. I wasn't just ready to be savage on the train.
Yeah, it was like the Parmesan cheese in the truck. There were no cops. There were no cops.
You think about it, the only thing that wasn't on the train were the mothers and the boys at the end that used to take over the train. They'd come on 20, 30 at a time.
Right now, Duncan, just as a word of advice, since we seem to be making the same mistake again with the hipster and millennial generation, not enough cops, not enough security, they're defunding the police. As one who survived the 70s, who came out of the projects, you were a gang member of Savage Skull, you ended up owning and operating your own set of McDonald's. You're now one of the big monsters in the industry that provide a lot of the food McDonald's Corporation uses in its stores all over the country. What advice would you give for all New Yorkers now to try to prevent what apparently is taking place as our city becomes more and more desolate with more and more crime?
Well, we got to learn from history, and history shows us that we can't let, the criminal element just go unfettered and without setting bails or anything in the city. And once that happens, we lose control of everything in the element. And also, we need to set strong leadership here. Leadership that has experience, leadership that's not afraid to go out and speak and do the things that New York City needs to have done, because it is a great city. I was born and raised here, I grew up there, and I love that city, and I hate to see it going backwards. And personally, I think putting you as mayor, for me, would be the greatest thing that New York could do, because it would put it right back on track to where it should be.
Well, I'll never forget having been manager at that same McDonald's, and then you went on to run a McDonald's in Kingsbridge and 205th and Perry. But I remember the McDonald's Corporation had a Ronald McDonald's Day on East Warden and Webster, which was the busiest store with the most crime. And they wouldn't even send Ronald McDonald, they sent a hamburger because that was the preferred McDonald's character in that neighborhood. They preferred to have a hamburger than Ronald McDonald.
It really when the owners used to come down, they would always call me up so that, they'd make sure I was in the town to make sure that as they were visiting, everything was going well and stuff. Because you're right, I ran 236 on Broadway, I was down at Jerome Avenue, White Plains Road, Perry Avenue, and even went up to Greenwich, Connecticut, from Stanford. But it was a great time. You think about the store, you think about all the crew people, the reason that they volunteered, because we weren't finding the same things that we looked for at home. People were looking for their parents and stuff like that. And our store, you remember, this became that backbone. Crew people would come to our store, do their homework there, they would live there 7 days a week, and hang out there. We would do the same thing. Gee, I remember even one day you would sick on the cot, and you wouldn't take a day off. You had a fever and everything else. So we worked 24/7 at the store for the community, and it was important for us.
Well, I will tell you this, Don. There are a lot of men and women out there who became managers, night managers, assistant managers, who would never have survived had they not been mentored and taught by Don Chin, who was not only book smart about McDonald's the Oak Brook way, the way they wanted you to do it in a franchise, but also how to do it the street survival way. Or as Don Chin said to me, hey, Curtis, you'll either do it the Oak Brook way, and then I'll be there to give you a nice eulogy, and we'll bury you in the quarter-pounder box. We'll give you a nice, real nice funeral, an old crew. Or you'll do it my way to survive for another day. And I'm just so glad I took your advice, because it became the basis what everyone now knows globally as the guardian angel. So we'll always be indebted to you, Don Chin.
Well, I appreciate it, and it's been an honor. And for everybody that has watched the movie, that sword scene was really true. I did ride my motorcycle in there, and that was Curtis's final test to make sure that he was ready to take on the streets of New York.
Yeah, we had a machete fight in the grill.
Yes, I remember that.
And Don Chin pushed me almost into the hot grill. And then at that very moment where I would have been sizzled, you had this banshee laugh, and you said, you made it. You made it, Julia. You have no fear. There's no fear in any bone or marrow of your body. So thank you for that. The ultimate test by Don Chin, the toughest of the tough. Imagine you're a Chinese American. You live in a pocket to the South Bronx. You know how difficult that was? You become a savage skull. You target. Then all of a sudden you become a manager in the town. Major Fortune 500 company in America. Ends up playing running McDonald's. Now he's a big monster. And they say you can't do that in the project. Yes, you can. You could have your setbacks. We used to hire people right off the bus from like that when they go over the counter. So you can turn those quarter pounders into little quarters on the grill. I couldn't care. As long as when I got to go over the counter, you had my back. Music Radio 77 WABC presents Saturday Night with Tony Orlando every great music from the 60s, 70s, and so much more. Saturday nights were made for Music Radio 77 WABC and Tony Orlando. Every Saturday at 10 p.m. right after Cousin Brucey on Music Radio 77 WABC. At the time, I'll never forget, his nickname was the Mad China. 300 pounds, like 6'1", 300 pounds. He had NC boots, NC jacket, chains. I mean, he was intimidating. And back then, if you had a lot of weight, you were intimidating. They'd hire you as bodyguards, they'd hire you outside of clubs. You know, you'd be the one to choose who comes in, who stays out. But then, as you get older, you gotta get rid of that fat off your rack. Don Chin certainly has done that. He recognizes you get older, and then you start developing the preconditions. Right away, you get the diabetes, the kidney disorders, high blood pressure, and it causes so many other problems. So it's a life. You're getting the fat off your rack is something that is safe and secure. You're not being pumped full of hormones that is doctor supervised, and it can help make you less likely to be the appetizer for the many strains of coronavirus that are still around and will be around with us. Even 170% of the population has been vaccinated. Yeah. I mean, listen to the experts, right? The science. The science says you got to get that fat off your rack, and the safest way and quickest way to do it is njdiet.com. If you don't lose 20 to 40 pounds in 40 days, you're going to get some of your money back. You can go the old school way, which is to their centers that have remained open all throughout the pandemic, or the New Jack way, which is like everything else you learned to do after the lockdown. Video conference that off your rack from your place to basically the comfort of your home. Just give them a call. The doctors are waiting to call. If you listen to this spiel at 855-5NJ-DIET, that's 855-5NJ-DIET, or just go online. You or someone interested, now is the time to get that fat off your rack at njdiet.com. That's njdiet.com. Thank you.
We've been trying to reach you concerning your car's extended warranty. You should have received something in the mail about your car's extended warranty. Since we have...
In the same game, the score an even bigger payout. Call the same game parlay bet. You can only find them on FanDuel. In other words, you can take the Brooklyn Nets, you can take the over or under, and maybe Kevin Durant to have a 30-point effort. And right now, new and existing users can get up to $25 back each day if your parlay falls one leg short with the same game parlay insurance. You heard that right, every day. That's why I bet on FanDuel, folks. Easy to use. Get your winnings in 24 hours. Live bets, live boosts, odds boosts, bet insurance, same game parlay, multi-game parlay. They've got them all. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today to try a same game parlay and use the promo code SID at sign-up.
Head southwest on Lexington Avenue toward East 98th Street.
Refund issued is not withdrawable. Check credit balance minus instead of 8. Max refund $25. Terms apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem 21 other gambling.
Rain. Welcome. Rain.
All right, let's see. Since it's Guardian Angel Day here officially, as announced by owners and operators John and Margot Katzimatidis with a full-page ad in today's New York Post, page 22. Oh, it's a keeper. It's something you ought to go out and get the hard copy before they're all gone. It is a definite tchotchke. Who knows, maybe years from now in Stockton, as you see my skeleton probably being auctioned off to pay all the bills that I owe. Yes, oh, I'll take that bone there. Yes. This will go up on the South Beach auction. That's how good an ad it is. Praising the work of the Guardian Angels over 43 years as we celebrate our anniversary here, both locally and globally in 13 countries and 130 cities. But the question, fact or fiction? If you're the seventh caller now, you get to win a Curtis Cleveland WABC cap. What was the group that preceded the Guardian Angels? That was a subway safety patrol. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow, we got at least a dozen callers here. Let's see what we can... let's go to Yakov, who's calling from New Jersey. Your turn to be heard here at WABC, Yakov. Go ahead, Yakov.
Let's see, what was the question again?
What a moron. What a shadrul. Yakov, do you know what a picture is? You know what a picture is? You know what a schmendrick is?
Schmendrick, I know.
Yes, okay. Well, guess what? That's what you are. The guy calls up. It's like he's so frantic to call. That's a birdie. That was a beat the birdie type of moment. Exactly. Oh, by the way, let me report to you, as I got in earlier today, they do not rig that contest. Beat Bernie. I went to do some work in the bowels of WABC here, and Bernie was standing there in like the you can't hear anything in that room. It's almost like a soundproof room, so it is legit. Let's go to John, who's calling from Montgomery. What was the name of the group that preceded the Guardian Angels that started the subway patrol, John?
Harlem Saints?
The what? When the Saints go marching in, there is no Mardi Gras New Orleans.
It's Liana?
Head northeast on 3rd Avenue toward East 127th Street.
Oh, yeah, that is a very Catholic city. Oh, New Orleans and Baltimore, the two most Catholic cities per capita per person. And you know how you know it's a Catholic city? The booze flows 24/7, 365. When I visited New Orleans to start there, I visited the mayor, I visited city council people. They all had trays of liquor in their office, and they were half in the bag before 11 o'clock in the morning. That you know is a Catholic city. A what city? It's a dry city. No booze. God, nobody's got me there. This is incredible. Let's try Lou in Westchester. You say that again?
I certainly do, the Magnificent 13.
Yes. Yes.
I remember you.
In 1.1 miles, turn right on East 127th Street.
Come when I worked for a church on Morris Park, Our Lady of Flowers. You and Lisa, back then, couldn't come, but you sent us a package. The little things and the kids were so happy.
I think I remember that, Lou. You know why I didn't make it there to Morris Park? You know, the Albanian bad boys were there.
They were there, but not as much as now. This goes
No, I know, but they had already said I already had enough problems with all kinds of gangs. I didn't need trouble from the Albanian bad boys. By the way, it was the Magnificent 13 Subway Safety Patrol that preceded the Guardian Angel. So from February 13th, 1979 to Labor Day, September 4th of that same year. Now the reason we no longer continue to call it the Magnificent 13 Subway Safety Patrol is that A, we had more than just 13 members at Common Patrol Central Park also. It was our first venture outside of the subway, right in the shadow of Dakota, where John Lennon a year later, remember, got shot and killed right outside there. When everyone realized it was Fear City. Oh yeah, that's when things were really deteriorating. And so the memories are flowing today. Magnificent 13 Subway Safety Patrol preceded the Guardian Angels. Up next, what I used to see in the Bronx, home delivery, and not a Mapungo or Mungo or Cuchifritos, but nickel and dime bags. That's what Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo, King Cuomo the Second, son of Andrew Faccia Bruta Cuomo, King Cuomo the First, wants to bring into legislation for the legalization of the recreational use of marijuana, home delivery. There'll be a lot of jobs for a lot of illegal aliens that are coming across the border, as President Biden is now saying, Andale. Michoacan. Yeah, you get to deliver Michoacan on your big cheap twin bicycle. Right here on WABC.
Talk Radio 77 WABC. Bernie and Sid in the morning. King Cuomo has elected to allow his subjects to start indoor dining here in New York City. They have made the point that they want to start indoor dining on Valentine's Day, and I said, you know what, you've been reasonable, and I said, let's see. Okay, go ahead. We open, so why don't we just talk about the phone?
All Italians, now it's Albanians, Italians, Macedonians, Puerto Ricanos, Dominicans, Jamaicans, so all different types.
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
And they have a few tenants. And you know what's happened now with the pandemic? Obviously, there was a moratorium against rent payers. They didn't have money to pay rent, but a lot of people have scammed. You know, they've continued to work, or they've gotten the stimulus checks, and they basically said a double loop to you, the landlords. And without that money, they're going to go insolvent. They're going to lose their own house, never mind the buildings that was providing them with a little bit of a nut, a cushion, so they could have a better quality of life and live the American dream. Get a pad and a pen, because if you're a landlord in the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, or Westchester, yes. Are you having tenant problems? Who isn't? Has your tenant stopped paying rent? Well, yeah, all the local officials are saying, like AOC All Out Crazy, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, oh, you don't have to pay no stinking rent ever. Make the landlords give up their property and leave and go down to Delray in Florida. Tell them to move there. Is the city targeting your property for endless fines and violations, and you don't know who to call for help? Finally, there's an organization that's going to actually come to your rescue. The National Homeowner Landlord Association. It's an incumbent-based section of the Bronx. I'm not dedicated to helping the small landlord like all of you out there.
Turn right on East 127th Street.
Housing court, evictions, Department of Buildings and HPD violations, small claims and civil court, property management, maintenance and repair, with a network of attorneys, architects, expediters, process service, licensed contractors, insurance agents, and certified public accountants.
In 700 feet, turn left uptown, Harlem River Drive north.
And then they're going to help find you a new tenant. And most importantly, collect the money that is due to you that you thought was gone in the wind. The association will help get your property back. Just take this information down, even if you're not a landlord, but you know a landlord who were in
left uptown, Harlem River Drive North.
If you know of a landlord, go to homeownerlandlord.org. Most importantly, don't sit there mired in the lake. Just go online to homeownerlandlord.org.
WABC, traffic and transit. In Jersey, public construction delays. Route 24 westbound. Delays start right around JFK Parkway. They continue out towards Ridgefield Avenue. It's bumper to bumper with roadwork. Eastbound Route 280 heavy traffic approaching exit 4 with construction. Construction delays in Queens on the LIE. Westbound traffic very heavy from Springfield Boulevard down to Casino Boulevard. And there's a stall eastbound on the LIE right around the Bandway. Traffic is actually from Reese Avenue to the Bandway. Grand Central Parkway heavy from Cleveland to McHugh. Eastbound Grand Central heavy from Utopia Parkway to the Clearview. With roadwork, bumper to bumper checking on the Jackie Robinson Parkway eastbound from Myrtle Avenue into Queens Boulevard. I'm James Lake, Talk Radio 77 WABC.
Former assistant district attorney for the most corrupt district attorney in Queens, who would have 12 hours on a restaurant on Pitkin Avenue. But anyway, Ferraro, you may have remembered their son was called the chemist when he went to Dartmouth because he was selling cocaine. Oh yeah. He had the measuring, when they busted him, he was the chemist at Dartmouth, and he was the chemist in Forest Hills when he lived there. He was slinging cocaine. Salt heads. And he was selling nickel and dime bags of reefer. Now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's like one of the last to get on board because there are so many states now that have legalized the recreational use of marijuana. That he's got a little twist here. Andrew says, yeah, we're going to do it. We need the revenue. We believe that eventually it can pour $300 million into our drought-like coffers. We need the money desperately. But we're going to add something to it, and I want to bounce this off you because it may be a first anywhere in the world. So let's say, all of a sudden you decide you want. And you know there are different strains, different types. It's not the ragweed we grew up with. You're going to be able to have an app, whether it's Uber Eats, Grubhub, Seamless, Postmates, DoorDash, Reefer on Demand, in which some illegal aliens will get on a swing, Big Chief bicycle, and will transport your marijuana door to door. And the state is going to collect a big on that, just like they do now with the delivery. I mean, it's outrageous. You know, the restaurants, they get their share. The delivery guy or gal, she gets their share. And actually, the state and the city, they always get a... What do you think of that idea? That as part of the legalization of marijuana in the state of New York, Cuomo wants to control the means of delivery. He couldn't do that right with the vaccine. He did such a lousy job at getting the vaccines that were brought to New York and getting them properly delivered to distribution. He wants to be the distributor for what will be the legal recreational marijuana. And you can imagine our number is 1-800-848-WABC. That's 1-800-848-9222. Let's go to Bill, who's calling from Spark. Here, WABC. Bill.
Thank you, Mr. Sliwa. You know, it's just time to throw a little more fat on an ongoing fire. It's not enough that alcoholics and people that drink are behind the wheel.
I-95 South, US 1 South, George Washington, West 179th Street.
Marijuana in New Jersey is okay. Now, I'm a retired underwriter and a claims adjuster, and I see what goes on in insurance companies. People's rates and auto premiums will double because of the risk factor that will change for much, much the worse. I mean, New Jersey is bad enough with liquor and other careless people behind the wheel.
Exit left to exit 24, I-95 South, US 1 South, George Washington Bridge, Amsterdam Avenue, West 179th Street.
Recreational use of marijuana. You wonder why it's taking so long to implement it? Because all of these legislators in the Assembly, in the State Senate, they're all getting wine diamond a piece of the action here because we're talking billions of dollars. From Wall Street down to a little guy who says, oh, this is part of reparation, 40 acres in a mule. And the question is, what neighborhood? Even though they may have voted for the legalization, most neighborhoods do not want to dispensary. Yeah, we'll go buy weed in your neighborhood legally, but we don't want that dispensary here next to our 7-Eleven and the gas station on the corner. Let's go to Matt in Long Island.
to WABC, man.
Yeah, Cornell mentioned pay to play with...
In 900 feet, keep left to Amsterdam Avenue.
Okay, well, I used to sell it to close deals for them in the sign business. So, Yellowstone Boulevard and Queens Boulevard. I sell it to them, and it's just, I gave one of these super duper joints. And I just thought, oh, I'm going with police sergeant from 112 people.
Keep left to Amsterdam Avenue, West 179th Street. In 500 feet, turn right on Amsterdam Avenue. Turn right on Amsterdam Avenue.
The titular owner. Meantime, it was the white guys who were running the show. Let's go to Ben, who's calling from Park Slope. Welcome to WABC, Ben.
Thanks for taking the call. You know, I call every time you do a weed segment. Listen, I said those times ago, I will not be buying so much back. He's just a terrible person. I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want to pay his tax. I'm happy to pay tax if it makes sense. And who wants weed from like a bureaucracy? Like, you know what they're doing? Like, you're going to get the wrong thing. You're going to get government food or everything. I don't need to go to bed.
Now, Ben, you light up how many times a day?
I would go 8 on average.
All right, so 8 times. That's a functional stoner. Right, 8 times. And when do you bed?
No, I always have to wait till after breakfast, and if it's a work day, I wait until I get home, and then I just do the breakfast. But if it's a weekend,
functional pothead? Do you have different strains for different times of the day?
In 600 feet, use the right 2 lanes to turn right on McNally Plaza.
If I get stoned and I have a good time and I laugh, and I listen to you and I love it.
So you have to be stoned in order to listen to me to love this program.
No, Sunday, for free wallets, I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, maybe under the influence. Understanding this language, the Iranian can read out WABCRadio.com. And we've got marginalized the English language. It's like Ebonics. It's filled with fractured phrases, pluralisms, malaprops.
Turn right on McNally Plaza.
Is the McNally is the next one, no? Oh, right here.
Therefore, it's actually decreasing the amount of activity.
Well, maybe they'll do both.
In a quarter of a mile, use the right lane to keep right to University Avenue.
Oh, it's so bad. So many partners.
if they don't understand, don't tax it at any
Turn left on University Avenue, then turn right on Edward L. Grant Highway.
Underground economy that now dominates the marketplace here in New York.
77 WABC remembers Rush Limbaugh. Greetings to you, ladies and gentlemen, all across the entire prison plane today. A radio legend, author, and colleague. For years, Rush was on 77 WABC and strive for excellence in broadcasting. We welcome the cameras to WABC, News Talk Radio 770 and Rush Limbaugh. Listen all day as 77 WABC remembers Rush Limbaugh. We've got another excursion into
L. Grant Highway.
You know, thinking of lung cancer, it strikes quickly. It really does. And we know he had the best medical care. Having to breathe in those toxins, morning, noon,
In 800 feet, turn right on Nelson Avenue.
because any shaking may cause buildings in the nearby area to implode and come crashing down. So that must be it. Now, Wisconsin's Christine Todd with us with the EPA chief. She said, have no fear, you don't need hazmat suits. No, you don't need gloves. You don't need no stinking mask. You know, toxins in the air. Oh, God. Now, Jesus, people die, they continue to die, get seriously ill because they were exposed, and that includes the people who were told, don't worry, live in the area. Activities in the area, even if you're not in the pit, and they too have been getting thyroid issues, all kinds of cancer-related issues, breathing issues that have led to their demise or serious illness. That's why the 9/11 Victims Compensation Fund is set up. Get it in the plan because it's been re-nourished. And if you think you qualify as someone you know, there is attorney Melissa Sniping.
Turn right on Nelson Avenue.
And if you do it, people as long as you qualify, but you want to find out if you do. Call and that's 888-246-4799. Or you can find attorney 9/11.
Good for God bless you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Good luck. You're welcome. Be safe.
Investors want high cash flow with appreciation. The Federal Reserve is boosting real estate markets with super low interest rates. And the region is booming. There's no thing. Don't fight the Fed for your investment.
On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one.
NRIA gives you steady cash flow backed by $1.2 billion of new construction development. NRIA provides reliable 2% return from the payments monthly of passive income, tax deferred, plus upside bonuses of 28% annually as new savings. Your inflation protected with large apartment buildings and diversified in 18 prime developments avoiding stock market risk. Do the math with us. Don't fight the Fed, grow with the Fed. Call 201-210-2727. 201-210-2727. That's 201-210-2727. An offer to buy or sell any security is only made by a private placement memorandum. Past performance is
Ice cream, ice cream.
Returns are annualized. National is a real estate development firm. See us at NRIA.net.
finding great candidates to hire can be like,
What is Scrooge? You like my shotgun?
you can post your job for some job board, but then all you can do is
Take a cover, yeah.
comes along. You could try ZipRecruiter for free.
Yeah. Don't forget your bulletproof jacket.
Doesn't depend on candidates finding
Don't forget bulletproof jacket.
Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them
Ice
to
cream,
apply
ice
for
cream.
jobs. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of pay, ZipRecruiter
Turn
finds
left,
you what you're
then
looking
turn
for.
left.
The needle in the haystack.
Woohoo!
Get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now
Ice cream, ice cream.
Head northeast on Shakespeare Avenue toward University Avenue.
To the polls as we go, again, legalize Cuomo as part of his bill to legalize the recreational use of marijuana and make as much as, he said, $300 million for the cash-starved paupers of New York State. Wants to provide home delivery through Uber Eats, Grubhub, Seamless, Postmates, DoorDash, and marijuana to go. Let's go to John in Monroe. Welcome to WABC, Johnny.
Grab how?
Turn right on Edward L. Grant Highway. Then turn right on West 170th Street.
We take more calls than any other talk radio program in the nation. Why you asking me how I'm doing?
In 500 feet, turn left on Ogden Avenue.
And then we talk about all the things that are going bad. The city's falling apart. People at odds with
Grab how? Ice cream, ice cream.
How many stupid drivers do you see out there? Stupid drivers that drive down
DoorDash.
the entrance ramp. They get down the end of the entrance ramp, and that's where they stop, and that's where they turn around. How about that? I gotta apologize. I lost my cool with you.
A motorcycle is on the shop. I can't wait to the squeezy. I hope they send me the Amazon delivery today, the squeezy. I miss the squeezy. Squeezy balls. 1 second, I have to adjust my left squeezy balls.
You've arrived at your destination.
Miguel, how you doing? Let me see. Do you have the PIN number? 1086. 1086.
Head southwest on Ogden Avenue toward West 162nd Street. Head southwest on Ogden Avenue toward West 162nd Street.
But the Biden administration continues to take questions about schools reopening. Let's get a help on live at the White House.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left on West 167th Street.
White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said, reiterating President Biden's during his first 100 days in office.
He knows that schools across the country need funding to satisfy some of the mitigation steps that are recommended in the CDC guidelines.
President Biden's nearly $2 trillion COVID relief proposal does include $130 billion for schools. The administration is also investing more than $1 billion to expand COVID testing for elementary and middle schools, increase production of testing materials, study emerging strains of the virus. Lisa.
Thanks, Jared. Meantime, progress on vaccinations now up to an average of 1.7 million a day in the U.S. Former Presidents George W. Bush and Donald Trump paying tribute to Rush Limbaugh, the conservative talk radio icon, died today after a battle with lung cancer. His wife Catherine making the announcement on Limbaugh's radio show, telling listeners he loves you.
Turn left on West 167th Street. Then turn right on Nelson Avenue.
And thanking everyone who prayed for him. We rallied around Rush and lifted him up when he needed you the most. Former President Bush calling Limbaugh a pioneer. Trump telling Fox News he spoke with him just a few days ago, calling him courageous and brave.
In theory, he could have been gone 4 months ago. Really, he was fighting till the very end. He was a fighter.
Rush Limbaugh was 70. A bill to ban nearly all abortions in South Carolina based on the testing of fetal monkeys was approval in the state house, expected to clear a final procedural hurdle and head to the governor's desk. Abortion rights advocates plan to challenge it. America is listening to Fox News.
Progressive Motorcycle presents Road Wisdom. Ride confidently in the direction of says Dell delivers savings to help America's small businesses get more done. Office Anywhere, with up to 50% off high-performance laptops, desktops, and servers with Intel Core processors and top-brand electronics. Plus, refresh now with flexible financing options. Call 877-ASK-DELL for a Dell Technologies advisor who can help you find the right tech. That's 877-ASK-DELL or visit Dell.com/president.
Second Street.
This one.
Take care. Good day. Good luck. What are you doing, Wendy? You late? Where you been? You